talking about this Packer team and what a disappointment it is. We are today talking about I told you so. Those things that I said at the beginning of this year or earlier on that I am now finally hearing other podcasters and other news people talk about that needed to be asked of this team a long time ago. I finished up talking about Ted Thompson and some of his philosophies that are not balanced. They're not necessarily serviceable in certain situations. And I want to make this point. We talk about offenses in the National Football League needing to be balanced. You have to have a balance between the running attack and a passing attack. And I think general managers need to also have a balanced approach to building their rosters. I don't think it's just a young man's team. Look at the New England Patriots. They've had some guys on there that are grizzled veterans, long in the tooth, and they continue to win ball games even without Tom Brady. They are a competitive team because they've got veterans that put themselves in the right positions to win, even though they may not have the same young wheels that they had years ago. But I think Ted Thompson needs to have a balanced approach to building our team. And by that I mean, you build, yes, you basically build through the draft. But you also have to go out. And when you have a chance to make your team better via free agency, you have to have the mindset to go out. And when you find someone you want, to get the job done, get them in, get them inside our enclave, get them bought into our system, and get them scoring points or making defensive tackles and interceptions for the Green Bay Packers. I don't think Ted Thompson has made a couple good decisions. Brandon Chiller is kind of half, yes, he's done well in some games. In other games, he's gotten schooled. But Charles Woodson is Ted Thompson's major pick that has made a big difference for us, and he needs to do more of the same. So I'd encourage him to go out and look for some quality free agents that maybe have had a few problems in the past and are just looking for a good spot to be. But he has to balance his philosophy of building this team, or we are going to continue to be the youngest team in the league every single year and kick out all our veteran players, which leads me to my next point. What kind of an attitude do you develop in a locker room when you're willing to get rid of Brett Favre, first ballot Hall of Famer, and you're willing to get rid of Kabir Bajabiamila, KGB, who has worked these guys 9 and 10 and 16 plus years for our team, and it means nothing. One off year and goodbye. You see you later. Pack your bags. Now, I know KGB may be back, but the only reason he'll be back is because all the draft picks we've got and all the people we've got playing that Ted Thompson has brought in suck so bad that they are desperate enough they should have never gotten rid of him in the first place. But that's not my concern. My concern is it erodes the psychology of the locker room when everyone in that locker room knows. It doesn't matter. I've been here 15 years. If I am as good as it gets, but I have one bad season, or I get hurt, I could get hacked just like that for coming back and not being 100%. I'm thinking about Chad Clifton, Mark Tauscher. These guys are going to be gone. We've heard Al Harris already say that he's expecting to be traded for draft picks. May have been a tongue-in-cheek comment, but there's a little bit of truth to all of that humor, to all of that tongue-in-cheek. We know that there is an attitude in that locker room. We're seeing it seep in. Everybody knows that Ted Thompson is more than happy to get rid of them at any time. This is not good for us. And I know Aaron Campman signed a big deal. A-Rod signed a big deal. Ted Thompson seems to sign the guys that he is married to. And when he's married to them, he'll give them a big contract. Aaron Rodgers should not have had this big contract in the middle of the season. It should not have happened. He has proved absolutely nothing. He has proved absolutely nothing in terms of that he can take this team to the Super Bowl. Some people have said he's a Super Bowl quarterback. I completely disagree. He has not proved that. He has proved that he is a very good quarterback, that he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, that he is going to have a good passer rating. But I will tell you one thing, Aaron Rodgers, and I've said this is the I Told You So episode, I have said it from the beginning. Aaron Rodgers is going to have to win us a game that we don't deserve inside of 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. And now, all of a sudden, I've been ranting about it since the Atlanta game. But all of a sudden, people are noticing that Aaron Rodgers throws picks in the last 2 minutes when the team needs touchdowns. Now, don't talk to me about the Minnesota Viking game where he got us into 54-yard field goal range. That's not good enough. We were play called out of that. We kicked a much too long of a field goal. We need Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers was at fault in that game, but what I am saying is he was not the hero in that game, and every single NFL team needs their quarterback at times, I'm not saying every time, but at times, to be the hero and to score a touchdown and pick a defense apart. Brett Favre did that 30-plus times. He's second in the league after John Elway, I believe, in fourth quarter comebacks. And he didn't throw nearly 30-plus interceptions in the last 2 minutes. You can talk about the Eagles game, you can talk about the Giants game last season, but 30-plus times he brought our team to victory. And Aaron Rodgers has not proved that. Until he did not deserve the $64 million or whatever that we gave him. So there's a lot to prove. Okay, I'm going to go on to another point. I believed this, and I said it from the beginning. It is absolutely wrong in this league to give any player an absolute guaranteed 100% starting job on your team. I don't care what position he plays, but for crying out loud, it is absolutely dead wrong when you've got an unproven quarterback who has never started a game to give him a guaranteed 100% starting job on your team and to kill all comers. Even if you have someone who could be better, even if you have someone who you know is